What is up, wonderful world of YouTube? My name's Chris. This is Motivated Living. Hope everybody's having a great day today. I know I am. Special thanks to Mail Call. I'm going to share it with you here in just a second. Now, this will be a fragrance review, or not review, I'm sorry. This will be a fragrance related video, but it has a cool little bonus to it, and I'm going to share that with you, so stay tuned.
Welcome to Motivated Living.
Change is on the horizon.
And boom, shaka laka 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 boom. I'm nuttier than a squirrel turd, but that's all right. Smiling, y'all do the same. Smile. Stop right now. Smile. Just smile. Sure, you can think of one thing worth smiling over. Well, anybody who's tuned in, and a lot of y'all I know are familiar with it, and y'all who aren't need to go check it out. The TLTG Reviews Fragrance Lounge on Facebook. It's my home away from home. And while you're at it, come back, scroll through YouTube, and go check out the TLTG reviews, fragrance review video. Great stuff. Hi, Ross. Appreciate you, man. And much love to everybody in the group and everybody tuning in. I appreciate you guys. So, mail call today. Some would say it's not much, but to me it's a ton. So in the fragrance lounge, this gentleman posted some items. You know, he was clearing out his collection a little, and if you got him, he entered you in, like he did a little drawing where you get some freebies, some bonuses, and the wheel spun and I won. So these arrived today. Special shout out to Michael Gasaway, the Jay Cutler Classic winner, and will be our 2020 IFBB Pro winner. You got it. You know you got it. So I'm gonna share with what he sent me. I don't have all the items, but so I'll mention it and I'll hold it up like a picture here of it. One was the Azaro Pour Homme. Is it Intense? Smelled really good, really good. It was a 1.7 ounce, so I sent a full bottle, and I was all excited. Was showing my neighbor. Well, I'm trying to get him on board with the fragrance stuff, and you know he's a old school, Old Spice kind of guy. But he smelled that one and was so stoked about it. And he came to the door later like, man, where would I go to get that? And da 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 da. And I'm super excited to introduce a guy to expanding his, you know, thinking outside the box on fragrances. So I was like, here, man, take this one. Are you sure? You know, poor guy, he's so sentimental. He's kind of like me, you know. He kind of brought a tear to his eye, and but he took it and sprayed it on, and you know, why not? I told him, I said, man, I have a ton of fragrances, and you know, God blessed me with it and sending it. So, and I like it. It's a really good, really good. My wife even liked it, and it's warm and inviting type fragrance, cooler weather, in my opinion. But let's jump into the rest of them. But first, I'm gonna show you what this dude did for me. And thanks again, Michael. I appreciate it. Cause see, one of my other hobbies, I collect autographs. So I kept bugging him about it. Like, make sure you put an autograph in there for me, bro. Put an autograph in there for me. And have you ever seen my wall in the garage? I've got, you know, like stunt riders, Jason Britt, and I got TV show people, my friends at Pit Bulls and Parolees, Tia and everybody. If y'all are watching, howdy. And Kat Von D, you know, I've just got a wall. And one day maybe I'll put a picture, but I collect different autographs. Let me see if I can hold this up. So yeah, little Flex Wheeler. That's a lot of hard work and dedication, that's for sure. But he sent me this signed picture and said, Chris, appreciate the love and support. Stay positive, stay motivated, and keep smelling good. And then he signed it. So, you know, that's pretty special to me. I'm going to add it to my wall. So he went above and beyond. I just said, hey, man, put an autograph like on a piece of paper. And he said, oh, no, I'm going to do you one better. That was really cool. But now it's got me wanting to go hit the gym because I'm lacking a little. I've got the, you know, the pony cake going down there. But thanks again, Michael. I really appreciate you. And so I'm going to continue on. A lot of y'all, I don't know if you're familiar with, it's called Replica. This is a 0.34 fluid ounce, but heck, you look at the bottle, man. I started off when I get mail and I get a bunch of things, I open them up, I do spray. And I'm sure all the other serious fragrance people, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And so I could just smell all over. Well, I ended up just taking a shower and I reapplied this bad boy because it's called Replica by the Fireplace. If you're not familiar with it, get your nose on it. It's really warm, inviting. I went sprayed a bunch. It's not loud and offensive by any means, and it just smells really good, like really, really good, and I like it. So now I want to find a way to obtain a full bottle of it. So replica by the fireplace. Get your nose on it. Serious. Do it. Do it. You do it yet? Some others he decanted for me. This one's called Azaro Visit. And these are decants from his private collection. Azaro Visit, which I've seen is maybe hard to come by. It's a discontinued one. It smells really good. I haven't did a full wearing. I sprayed it before a shower to smell, and I told another guy, he asked me what I thought of it, and I got like a cedarwood vibe from it right away. That could have changed, but I ended up showering, so to put get the full replica experience. But it smells good. So Azaro Visit, which I'm pretty impressed with the Azaro fragrances now, and I'm just now getting to smell them. I had a rep at Macy's, had a big bag of samples, and she gave me several, and I was like, oh wow. And I was actually literally just went and ordered the Wanted by Night because I've heard so many good things about it. Next one is an Amouage, Reflection Man, and I don't really know how to describe it except it smells really good, and this will be on the to wear list. I said I'm not a super duper highly knowledgeable fragrance guy. I know what I like, what I don't, if I think they smell good or not, and I think it does smell good, and this is going to get its own day devoted to it, as is the next mentioned Cedrat Boise. And there's a lot of hype in the group about it, a lot of people talking about it, and it seems very well deserved. It did smell very, very good, and again, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe a woodsy type note. Man, I want to spray it just to sniff it. It smells really good. So that's another one. Get your nose on. And as I give it a full day wearing, research it a little more, study it, wear it, let it wear me, I'll come back down the road, tell you a little more about it, because I don't want to just sit here and ramble about it if I'm not really sure on what I know. All I do know is, I will say that, and give you my word on them, they all smell very good. Very, very good. And even the one that's minus the collection, you know, did I want to part with it? No. Who wants to part with their fragrances, you know? But, I mean, ultimately I did, or I wouldn't have gave it to him. You know, I'm a firm believer you do good, so it comes back. And this definitely was good. This was above and beyond. I mean, I won it. And he sent it out the kindness of his heart. He did the drawing and blessed me. And hopefully, my good neighbor, he'll start being more and more wanting fragrances and come full on board. That would be pretty cool. I'm all for that, and educating people on them. And I know where I started, where it was, you know, I didn't know what I used to say, eau de toilette or eau de parfum, and then, you know, you learn eau de toilette, eau de parfum, and the concentrations, and then where to rightly spray. Heck, when I first started with fragrances, I was one of these guys. Rub them together, and now you see somebody like, whoa, stop! You know, almost tackle them like I used to play football. Take them to the ground like, you can't do that. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I definitely appreciate you, Michael. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot. And from everything from the autograph to the fragrances, great dude. He definitely tells you he's going to do something. He stands by his word, and that, I mean, your word's everything in this world. More people need to be like that, and which I see a lot of you guys are in TLTG. That's why this is my fragrance group. So yeah, I appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, I should have said it at the beginning, hit the like, subscribe, comment. You know, if you choose not to, to each his their own, but I appreciate you tuning in, that's for sure. At least you watched. Just watch me ramble. See our little fish tank behind me. Now this part of it's done. I'll tell you a little bit about this fish tank for y'all that want to know more about the man behind the camera. My wife has a lot of health issues, like a plethora, and she was getting ready to go in for another surgery, for some hip surgery at that time. Might have been, no, they removed a tumor and her adrenal gland, and she was going to be laid up. And at the time we had piranhas right here, like big old piranhas, and they just sat there. Like, literally, they just sat there. They'd watch the TV, but they were pretty boring unless you fed them. And it was whatever. She was like, well, they ate her favorite fish. Backstory, we had one named George, and that piranha would come to the tank, and he'd interact with it. He'd go like this, he'd go like that, he'd go like this, he'd spin around for it. It was really cool, you know. And didn't know piranhas had personality. Well, that one did. And well, one day we looked in and they ate her fish, and she was like, they ate my George. I'm done with them piranhas. They can go. So I went and, you know, found him a new home, and we buried George out back. You know, rest in peace. I called him Jorge, you know, George. But and she gave me an idea. She said, I'm going to be laid up. I want to see a community, you know, different fish reacting, acting, getting along, interacting. And so she gave me an idea. So I went and got, you know, a bunch of different fish. I changed the scenery because she said she liked the sunken ruin type idea. And so now it's a harmonious tank. Everybody gets along. There's several different ones. It's freshwater. I don't do the saltwater. Maybe down the road when I may have more time, study it a little more, because I can't afford to waste $300 and see a fish belly up because I didn't do a level right. But, you know, some angels in there. There's a shark. It's an iridescent shark, but it's really not a shark. I don't know if you guys, you know, who know fish or not, but they call it an iridescent shark. I call them jaws. There's a big angelfish. There's a couple like tropical, like there's one real pretty fish. It's got kissy lips. And then there's some barb. I don't know. There's a bunch of different ones, but I wanted to create like a community for her, where, you know, it was a bunch of individuals or different groups, but interacting together, you know, for the greater good, and it's a harmonious balance, kind of like what we'd like to see in humanity and mankind and society. You know, we're all different, but find a way to get along instead of using our differences to argue or to be politics, religion. Life's too short, man. Just get along. And anyway, so now I'm rambling. Thanks for tuning in for that extra special stuff, right? I hope to see y'all back again. And if not, you know, I bid you adieu. I hope y'all have a good life. And even y'all sticking around, I hope y'all have a good life too. You know, and thank you for continuing on my journey. So, to each and every one of y'all, be blessed. Have a great day. Motivated living. Change is on the horizon. Peace. 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 Nuttier than a squirrel turd. Yeah.
Motivated living.
Change is on the horizon.